Hi, and happy holidays! I'm Natasha, and in this video, I'll show you how to make this simple, festive, and customizable project. Light up holiday wreaths! I'll show you how to create this LED circuit and then 3 ways to decorate it. But that's where you come in. You can come up with your own decorations too. Let's get started. You'll need some red LEDs, a coin cell battery, maker tape, the printed template, and some cardboard. I got mine from a cereal box because it's easy to cut, but any cardboard will do. You'll also need some craft materials to decorate with, and I'll share more ideas on that later. First, cut out the template and the small circles. If you have a craft knife, that will make cutting the small circles easier. Trace the template onto the cardboard and cut out the outer and inner circles. A craft knife is handy for the inner circle here as well. You don't need to cut out the small circles out of cardboard, they're just meant to be a template for the LEDs. If you chose the template with a bow, copy the X mark to the cardboard as a reference for when you place the bow later. Next, we'll make 2 paths of maker tape to connect each of the LEDs. I'll draw them here. One will start on the back and go around the outside of the wreath, connecting all the positive legs of the LEDs. And another will go around the inside of the wreath, connecting all of the negative sides of the LEDs. Peel the paper backing from the maker tape and start it on the back, leaving about 1 inch, then move it over the edge and around the inside of the wreath. Then, repeat with another piece of tape, starting about 1 inch from the first and running around the outside of the wreath. With the tape in place, it's time to add LEDs. LEDs have a long and a short leg. The long is positive and the short is negative. Bend the legs flat, remembering which is which. Position the LED over the circle template with the long leg touching the outer ring of tape and the short leg touching the inner ring of tape. Use a few small pieces of maker tape to secure the LED legs in place. Repeat this for each LED. Turn the project over to add the battery. Mark the positive and negative on the back so that you remember which is which. Make a loop of maker tape small enough to fit inside the black ring on the negative side of the battery and stick it on. Place another piece of maker tape over the battery, touching the positive side. To make it very secure, use another piece of tape on top. Now your project is ready to decorate. I'll show you 3 ways that I came up with to decorate my wreath. My first idea was to use green yarn. I made a ball of yarn that could fit inside the center opening and wound and wound and wound and wound and wound until the entire circle was covered. I used a contrasting red cable to add an accent. Then I used the template to make a felt bow, hot gluing it together, then gluing it to the wreath. I also used the red cable to make a hanger. And this is what it looked like. My second idea was to use pom-poms. I spread tacky glue all over the project with a paintbrush. Then I hand-placed each pom-pom to make a nice mix of colors. I added a bow that I reused from a candy package and glued a white ribbon on the top to make a hanger. And this is how this one came out. My third idea was to use crumpled up paper. I used 60-pound green cardstock and crumpled it up. Then I cut it into rectangles and glued each piece in place around the wreath, alternating between shades of green. I used the bow template to cut a paper bow and glued it in place. I used a strip of paper as a hanger, and this is how it came out. This is only 3 of the infinite ways to finish this project. I hope you enjoy customizing your own, and when you do, please share it with us so that we can be inspired by your creation. I hope you enjoyed this project and have a very happy holiday!